Hello peeps and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Okay, last episode, we started to get things a little bit settled in, but I have more work to do on that. I definitely still need to set up my food stockpiles and all that nonsense, but I have a primary concern. And that primary concern is that right now, my only line of defense is a single row of stonefall traps and 4 sets of cage traps, one of which has already been used by a stupid fucking monkey. So, I definitely need to work on getting a military established. Off camera, I have gone through and I have picked 7 likely suspects for my military. And they have all been given the custom profession soldier. Now, amazingly enough, this guy, Irush Catalintar, is not among them, because he has useful skills outside of his military service. Now, my military is primarily going to assign to actually do fighting, so I'm actually going to remove him from his position. Now, that is going to annoy him a little bit, but we'll make up for it later. So, I now need to come down here, and I need to find all of the ones who are marked a soldier. Now, Kol Zolnagar is going to be my lead soldier, because he was one of my original 7. Now, I think he's going to keep the title military commander. He's just not assigned to the squad. And Medtab, Mozus, Emush, Rigoth, Mafol, and Kumil are all my initial squad of soldiers. I'm going to need to set this room here as a barracks, which means I'm going to need some doors. We're going to size our bedroom to be the size of the entire room. And this is going to be a barracks assigned to the humid torches. They are allowed to sleep, train. I'm not going to give them the ability to store equipment here because I don't have any place for them to put it. But we're going to do that. And I need to go to my squads menu. I need to view their schedule, because they're going to be set to train, but it says train 10 minimum. So what I need to do is I need to cancel the orders for all of these. And I'm going to set them train. 5 soldiers minimum. And let's see here, shift and enter is done. So, train 5 minimum. We're going to copy that order, and we're going to paste the order on all months. What this means is that they are allowed to train, and 2 of them are allowed to be off duty at any given time. The other 5 are supposed to be training. Basically, it just allows them to... It allows them to take a break every once in a while. They don't have to constantly train. But that gives them the ability to do what they need to do. Now, if I go to my military, or if I go to my squad, and I change them to active, they are now scheduled active training. So, what I should see is I should see my soldiers start heading up to participate in some training. One of my soldiers is going to lead a wrestling demonstration, and another one is going to wait for a dodging demonstration. Now, a military is nothing without equipment, so I'm going to need... Oh, cancels. Construct wooden bin needs logs. I need to cut down more trees. Let's chop down some trees then. I'm sure the elves won't miss these. Oh, who am I kidding? What do I care if the elves miss them? Okay. Now, my woodcutter should grab his axe and go out. Assuming that he has an axe. Cancels construct bed, cancels construct wooden bed. He's going to cancel a lot of these probably. Who fell asleep in the middle of the hallway? My frickin' chief medical dwarf, Bones, fell asleep in the middle of the frickin' hallway. Whatever. Let's check my bar stocks. I need to find out if I've actually been making steel. Bars... Nope, I have 10 steel bars. So, what I'm going to need to do is I need to get one of my foundries working on smelting limonite ore, which it is. The other one, we're going to remove the repetition of that, and we're going to add new task, make pig iron. We're going to put that on repeat for a little while. Because right now my dwarves have no equipment. And if they're going to potentially be getting into fights, I want them to have equipment. Struck Grey Chalcedony. More slaughter. Another thing I need to do, because I noticed that some of my dwarves are starting to get pissed off about the fact that they are having to drink from just a straight barrel. They don't have a mug or a goblet. So we're going to make some rock mugs. We're going to do that on repeat for a little bit. Struck cryoprace. Looks like my bedrooms are almost done. And now they're done. DBH to hide. And I'm going to block out the entire area here, and we're going to hide everything. Make it nice to look at. Now, how many beds do I have? Dead missing. Okay. I was going to say, please tell me that's the things that I've been slaughtering that are dead or missing. Ah, we've got some combat training going on. And as we could expect, 2 of my soldiers are off duty, which is nice. Individual combat drill resting, leading a dodging demonstration, watching a dodging demonstration, and individual combat drill. Ooh, we've created a masterpiece bed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into planning mode here. And I'm going to put beds in all of these rooms. These will be completed as the beds are available. Oops, no. Remove that. B, B, P for placement mode. Or planning mode, rather. No access to bed. Planning mode. This will give me room to house 32 dwarves. And we're going to need to go into doors, which, again, we're going to do in planning mode. These will also be placed as they are available. Now, one thing I have thought about doing is using a technique to train my dwarves called a danger room. Now, I've decided against it because danger rooms are really effective. Basically, a danger room is a small room where you put in upright spikes made out of wood that are attached to a lever or some other mechanism that makes them jab up and down. You then tell your dwarves to station in that room, and as the spears jab up and down, they get practice dodging or taking hits on their armor or blocking with the shield or parrying with their weapons, and they gain combat experience from that. And as long as the spears are made out of wood, it usually doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage, unless a female dwarf brings her baby in there or someone has a pet that follows them in which case fun usually comes of it. But the problem is they're too effective. The risk, unless one of those two things happens, is minimal. And dwarves gain combat skill from it so ridiculously fast that within 2 years worth of training, a dwarf can pretty much 1v1 most enemies. Forgotten Beasts notwithstanding. Now, there is one other thing that I want to get done. And I'm going to need to build a bridge, which I'm going to set right here. And we are going to change the height a little bit. And we're going to set it to raise to the south. We're going to build it out of marble. In the meeting hall, we're going to build a lever. The lever is going to be positioned right here next to the door. This lever that I'm building is my oh shit mechanism. This gives me the ability to lock down the fortress if something really, really bad happens. Like if I have a siege and I'm not ready to deal with it, or if there's a forgotten beast rampaging outside, or a were creature. Because were creatures who get dwarves and bite them tend to lead to all sorts of fun. I don't really feel like dealing with that level of fun right now. So, but this will give me the ability to seal the fort, just in case. Hopefully I won't need to use it. It's not anytime soon. Damn it, cat. Ah. Really? I love my cats. I really do. They drive me nuts. But then again, I think most cats do. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want to do here. What is that? A wild boar bone crown. What's it doing just sitting there? Apparently one of my soldiers just dumped it when I drafted him. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay, back up to here. I am going to start digging another area out. And I'm going to make it right here, I think. Make this a nice big area. And I'm going to go ahead and knock out the entire wall. The reason being is that this is going to be my finished goods stockpile. This is going to be where I'm going to put all of the stuff that I'm planning on trading. With any luck, I'll hit a metal vein in here. Okay, now, are my furnace operators actually doing anything? Smelt limonite ore, make pig iron bars. Wait, what? No, not health. Stocks. Got 164 bars, 16 iron, 2 pig iron. Okay, so they are working on it. I might actually need to put up a third smelter to make my steel. Oh, it is summer. So, no visit from the elves. Kind of surprised. Because they're supposed to be here, and they're supposed to be pissy. But, whatever. Maybe they chickened out. And why do I not have anyone doing my architecture? I have an architect. It's my carpenter. He's my only architect. I should probably change that. Let's enable architecture on both of my masons too. Hopefully that gets someone to do it. Okay, let's take a look here and see let's see here. Okay, so this guy knew a lot of music and dances. That's something I need to do. I need to build a tavern so that I start getting visitors from other civilizations. And I should probably build a church too. But a proper dwarven church has to have a proper area to be built. Right now, I don't have any area that I think would really qualify, except for... Is that granite? That's quartzite. Quartzite could work. Cobaltite, gabbro. Gabbro might be a good stone for it. I think that's granite. Yeah, that's granite. Okay. That's something else that I want to get going here. I need to get a better core sample. So, I'm going to dig out an area here. Well, I'm going to go 10 up. And then from here, I'm just going to do a single down staircase And we're going to switch to... Let's see, that is a down staircase, yes. We're going to switch to up downstairs. And we're going to try and dig a tunnel the whole way down. Just a one-by-one tunnel the whole way down. And we'll change that to an upstairs. Now, odds are he's not going to make it anywhere near that far. As a matter of fact, odds are he's probably going to hit a cavern layer within 2 or 3 layers. Construct bed has been completed. Nice. So, I should have beds in most of these. I do. That's nice. I need 2 more beds, though. I'm going to need some more doors, probably. Let's see. New order, bed. Give me 20 more. Let's see here. Doors, left 23. Yeah, doors, cabinets, coffers, tables, and thrones are all being worked on. Construct building, suspend... Oh, that's all of my... Those are all of my planned buildings. Now, I have a door in all of these things here, which means I can set these as bedrooms. They're not great bedrooms yet, because they don't have doors, or chests, or anything like that. But any bedroom will be better than no bedroom for some of my dwarves. A masterpiece siltstone cabinet. Nice. Off camera, I'll probably come back and put all of the cabinets and coffers in these rooms too, because I want everyone to have a bed, a cabinet, and a coffer. Struck olivine. Okay, well that wasn't here. So he must be starting the core sample. Tetrahedrites. Tetrahedrite, olivine, tetrahedrite, microcline. Oh yeah, we're making good headway now. Sphalerites. Orthoclase, red tourmaline, orthoclase. Oh, yep, here we go. Expansive cavern, a deep underground. First cavern layer, uncovered. Now, the problem here is that this is right in the middle of someplace that I don't want to be. So, I need to wall this off in order to keep anything from getting in here. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to come back up to this level. First of all, I'm going to undesignate everything from here down. We'll go down to the level where he hit that cavern layer. And we'll go 1 up. Right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the layer above it. I'm going to do a down staircase. Right there. We'll go to this layer. We'll do an up staircase. Here, we are going to remove the upstairs. that gives my dwarf a way to get out. We are also going to build a floor right here. As soon as my other miner comes and rescues this dipshit. We're going to build a marble floor there. And that will block off this cavern layer. Yeah, see, troglodytes are down in there. Troglodytes aren't necessarily terribly dangerous, but they are dangerous enough. It's not something that I want to mess around with. Let's see here. It's cap hopper, fungawood trees. Yeah, there's a lot of trogs down here. It's an underground river, though. That's nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to want to look for an area that looks like it will miss the caverns. So, I'm seeing right here. Looks like it's going to miss the caverns. We'll come back up to this level. Actually, we'll go from this level. And we're going to mine out a tunnel. And then right here, we're going to do a down staircase. And right here, on the next level down, we're going to start our stairway into madness again. The main goal of this is just to kind of get a feel for where the cavern layers are and where I'm going to have access to magma, if I'm going to have access to magma, and figure out a way that I can put a single stairway going down that's going to punch through all of these layers. Yeah, I want to try and figure out a way that I can build a single stairway that's going to go through everything and miss all of the cavern layers, but still get me down close to the magma layer. Struck tanzanite. Looks like there's more marble down here. So we got tons of marble. Struck sphalerite, native gold. There's gold in here. Garnerites, that's nickel. Pyrites. Microclays. Looks like we're making pretty good headway down here. More pyrites. It looks like this stairway missed most of it. A human caravan from Pazor Onik has arrived, and a guild representative. Cool. Human merchants. Okay, now. Remember this lever? I want to link a bridge. We want to link this rough marble bridge using these two microclimb mechanisms. This will allow me to seal off the entrance. Not something that I'm really going to have to worry about immediately, I don't think. But it's still something that I want to have in the back of my mind for if something bad happens. Merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. An animal has grown to become a stray boar. Usually, where my forts are concerned, that means you just became dinner. Animals. What do we got here? Stray boar. Yes, I believe you just became dinner. Slaughter it. I should think about doing something with these llamas, too. I'm gonna have to do something with the kittens soon, too. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get away with waiting till they grow up to be cats. Because cats means more bone. Digging designation canceled. Warm stone. Okay, so that is probably going to be roughly where the lava layer is. Now, we're going to dig a little bit up. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, let me extend greetings to your people. There's much to discuss. Holy crap, fuck. There is much to discuss. Jesus. A lot of stuff is happening. Unfortunately. Okay, the awe-inspiring cruelties is led by the goblin Ramana Rightsprinkle. And the awe-inspiring cruelties appears to be rampaging. Because they show up a lot here. The Sweltering League, the Bald Group, the Notched Fellowship, the Hoary League, the Playing Councils. A bunch of people are fleeing the awe-inspiring cruelties. See, this is one of the reasons why I both love and hate Dwarf Fortress. Because this is an entire year's worth of gossip from the humans. This is everything that is actually happening in the world. If I were to go and find these places, I would actually see these events happening. What requests do I have? Not really anything. Because you're not dwarves, I can't count on you to bring me good quality shit, so just bring whatever you want. Now, what are you going to want? You want short swords, scepters, powder, plants, tanned hides, and leather water skins. What do I look like, a fucking elf? You really want backpacks and musical instruments. Musical instruments, maybe. Backpacks, again, what do I look like, a fucking elf? Anyway. So, now that we're done with that nonsense, let's go back up to the top and see if these guys are... Yeah, they appear to be done. Weapons... I really need to get to work on making some weapons and some other crafts. Stuff that I can actually export. Because right now I just have prepared food. And a lot of dwarven liquor. I guess I can export some prepared food. My dwarvish specialties. We'll go ahead and request my trader at the depot. Okay, trade at depot is in progress. We just have to wait for him to come back up. Watch as my dwarves carry all of the wonderfully succulent stray boar meat. It's bacon! Alright, let's see what they have. I have about 5,000 dwarf bucks worth of food. They have a bunch of wood. I'm assuming Nomars and Quotinas and Sills and shit like that are either toys or instruments. Kiwi sow cage, donkey's milk barrel, pineapple wine. That sounds good. Let's get some pineapple wine. White millet beer, Longland beer. That sounds good. Parsnip wine sounds disgusting. Human digging implements. Pah! And all of their shit is large, so it won't even fit me. Don't need sand. They do have cloth, which is something that I am in desperate need of stockpiling some. So, we'll get a cloth bin. We'll get a leather bin. We'll get a wool cloth bin as well. We'll trade one food barrel. That's more wool cloth. Bolts, arrows. What kind of milk drinker brings iron anvils to trade with dwarves? I would not sully my people's frickin' forges with a human-made anvil. We'll just grab a few types of fish. And we'll grab some berries too. Blackberries. We'll get some garlic, some onions. We'll get some pineapples too. Sure, why not? Watermelons. Yeah. I don't need any yarn. Cheese. Now we're talking. Every dwarf likes cheese. Unfortunately, they don't have any of the delicacy stuff. They don't have any purring maggot cheese. But what are you going to do? They're humans. Humans in the universe. Meaning of the Dwarf Fortress. The labyrinthine boils. That doesn't sound great. Musings on the compositions. Meh. Let's go ahead and take a copy of that. Why not? And we'll get Meanings of the Dark Fortress too. Why not? I don't know if he's going to take this, but he is making a pretty huge profit. Yeah, good. He'll take it. Awesome. we can remove that from trade. Using some of the competition, the meaning of the Dwarf Fortress. Now I've got some stuff to put in my library when I actually have a library. Alright, back down into the depths. It is taking them a long time to get down here. What is my other miner doing? No job. Why does he have no job? Was he sleeping? Giant Cardinal, Human Maceman, Troglodytes, yeah. Aha! Now we've got it going on. Now, I'm going to channel the end of this little hallway that I just carved. Okay, that leads down. Oh, that's all hot stone. Go ahead and channel that too. Struck microcline, okay. We'll try digging that out. Aha! We found the magma sea. Raw adamantine! Praise the miners! Where is that in relation to my dig site here? Ooh, right above it. So that's actually kind of a dangerous place to be, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look and see. Doesn't look like there's any vents that really come up too high. So it looks like we're gonna have a huge fight on our hands to get any usable lava up towards the surface. Now, before I do anything else, I need to put a floor in here, because there are nasty things living in the lava sea, and sometimes they will swim up to try and get your ass. So we'll go ahead and order the construction of that floor, and that's where I'm going to call this episode. So, this episode, we got some steel production going. Well, not steel production, but the base line for steel. We have iron and pig iron being made. So I'll be able to make some steel out of that. We'll be able to get our dwarves into some armor soon. We'll be able to get them some decent weaponry. And we found the lava sea, which means I can start trying to contrive ways to get the lava up towards the surface. I still think I want to have large volumes of lava up toward the surface, so I think at some point I'm going to be doing a pump stack. But we'll have to decide on that at a later time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I'll catch you later, peeps.